Hey, welcome to Home Fries. I'm Sam.
I'm Dawson.
This is the only podcast that is only tangents.
Exclusively tangents.
Other podcasts have a point that they diverge from. We don't have one.
I seem to, when I'm listening to podcasts, they'll mention that they had a meeting. They have like production meetings. They kind of do some form of research. They never have a script. Some people have scripts that they'll like kind of weave in and out of while they talk about stuff. Nothing.
Yeah.
We have nothing.
We are trying. Okay.
Something.
So, Dawson, I got a question for you.
Yes, okay.
Did you get hugged a lot as a child?
Oh, wow. Okay. You know what? My mom won't watch this. I don't think I got hugged enough, but what does that mean? You know, like, does a kid ever think they're hugged enough? I don't think so.
I felt like I got enough hugs in my life.
Oh yeah, because you have a wonderful family.
Well, so this is the thing I was thinking about. Is the most annoying thing about me, especially in our group of friends, which like we did a lot of theater. We have a lot of friends in that community, and it is so annoying that I am not just privileged in being a straight white man, but I'm also privileged in having a lovely family that is like very supportive of me. I've got like my dad who's like, you know, I talk to him at least once a week. We text all the time.
Yeah.
My mom's a psychotherapist. The thing I complained about when I was in high school, I was like, ugh, my mom asks me too many questions about my internal life and what's going on emotionally with.
Yeah.
Isn't that so frustrating? And I tell that to people and they're like, I want to strangle you.
Yeah. Your issue is that your mom cared too much.
Yeah, you have no idea how annoying it is for your mom to do psychology to you.
Yeah, all the time and
All the
forge you into a
time.
wonderful person.
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to be a piece of shit.
Yes, you are, and you forged your path there yourself. That is not your mom or dad's fault.
Hard work and dedication. Children, if you want to be a piece of shit, the hard work pays off.
Some people are born bad. Some people were born good and shaped by the world or their parents. Some people, like you, chose to be the worst.
I was bored.
Yeah, and it's much more exciting to be a Dinkelberg like you.
I'm a bad
wanna
boy.
preface, you're such a bad
Like
boy,
Diddy.
Sam.
Because his band was the Bad Boys.
Was it the Bad Boys? Okay. I wouldn't necessarily say that out loud.
I haven't been reading the news recently. Did something happen? Did he drop a new album? Was it not good?
He's producing the next Bad Boys film, from jail. But so
What?
I want to preface that. Skip all that. Who cares about Diddy? No one. Who cares about Diddy? I think his trial's happening right now. Who cares? I had a lovely childhood. And I was cared for and loved for.
I did not assume that you had a bad childhood. You're very amongst the world of men. You're a fairly emotionally intelligent, evolved man in a way that would be difficult to accomplish if you receive zero hugs. I assume.
I received lots of hugs.
And I'm so happy
loved me
for
dearly.
you.
My grandmother loved me dearly.
Do you think if you had children because of, I'm assuming, an accident?
Thank you. But also, I wouldn't be caught slipping like that.
Of course, you never get caught slipping.
I never.
We call you the sofa because you're the pull-out king.
Attaboy. Okay.
Do you think you would hug your child more than you were hugged?
I say this, and I've had conversations with my partner about this frequently. Whom you know.
Yeah.
Whom you know.
But peek behind the curtain. Me and Dawson are friends in real life.
You might know her, but this woman that I know, who I spend my life with, we've talked about having kids, and it's a firm no.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I said an accident.
Yeah. An accident. So,
know this about you.
In this weird, strange world that we had kids, we both have said so earnestly that we would be so good as parents. And I I don't care what moms and dads have to say, all this whining and complaining about how hard parenting is. I'm absolutely sure it is. I'm not sitting here saying parenting is easy or hard or anything. I know it's difficult, but I know I can do better than 90 to 80% of the people I see. And every single mom can write in to somewhere we don't have a place for them to write into yet, and they can say, "You don't know until you do it." I'd be such a good dad. I'd be such
Dawson,
a good dad.
I just want to say, I went on a riff about
Yeah.
Diddy in this very episode, and I felt
Yes.
more anxious about you
Yes.
talking about how you would like. This is a podcast hosted by two straight white young men.
Yeah, yeah.
This is oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. I'm not saying that I just think that it's hard, but I think some people are built poorly and don't have the emotional ability and empathy to take care of a child. I know now I'm getting quite serious. We're getting not serious, but like yeah, I just love that little person. Just so is it that hard?
I mean, there's yeah. Okay,
You know? Finances aside, I'm not judging people's financial ability to take care of a child. You're like Dawson, stop, please. I'm not judging your ability to carve time out of your day and working. Of course, you could be tired.
you know,
But some people be hitting their kid and be, some people, don't give them enough time. Just pretend to like what they like and hug them. That's it.
that is you've brought up so many good points, and this podcast is more edgy than every other podcast out there. Like, this is my favorite thing about comedians who say they're edgy is oftentimes they're regressive. Like the way they're edgy
Yes.
is they just parrot the actual political opinions of 20, 30, 40 years ago about these groups that have been discriminated against. And it's not edgy, it's
No.
regressive, it's not new and exciting, it's kind of hack often.
Yeah.
What this is actually edgy in a way that is a choice to go
know-
out there and say all this. And here's the thing. I hear you. I completely agree that I think you would be a wonderful father. You're very, very sweet, very, very generous with both your time and your emotional capacity with people. And I think you would pass that down to a child. But I do think we should pivot. We haven't talked about the fact you really like Sinners.
I love Sinners. So let's talk about. Now, there's the deep conversation to be had about Sinners, and then there's just the surface level and the fun stuff to talk about.
We've gone
Sinners,
deep
you know?
enough today. Let's go shallow.
You know? I think the next one should have 3 Michael B. Jordans. But what would the name be? Because their names are Smokestack. That's clever and awesome. And I think that would be corny and dumb if anyone but Ryan Coogler did it.
I think if there is a third Michael B. Jordan,
Yeah.
his name should be E. It's Smokey Stack.
See, I'm glad you did that. And I'm glad that that's where you went. Because what I was referencing is the movie is intrinsic. I'm going to use a big word, intrinsically
Proud of you.
connected. I use so many syllables there. Intrinsically connected with the blues and with music. And so there's a song in the blues, very famous song, Sam, called Smokestack Lightning.
Oh.
Right?
So
Now,
the
mind
third
you,
movie,
that's not.
the third Michael B. Jordan should be called Lightning.
You want to go McQueen. You want to go McQueen.
Should it be? Is this? Hold on. Are we pitching Cars 4? Because I'm ready to pitch Cars 4.
So without spoiling Sinners, the main character is driving back to the church after the events in that car, and what if instead of him singing a beautiful blues song at the end, that's like what if instead of that he's like, oh man, what a crazy night full of sinners, and then the car went, I know, right? And it was just, and its eyes opened and it used the mouth, and it was Lightning McQueen.
I really, I thought you were gonna say he just starts singing "Life Is a Highway," but your
Life
version
is
is
a highway, yeah.
"Ka-chow."
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Or if it was Cho Mater.
Oh, that is actually, I really love Sinners, and I think it would win Best Picture if it featured the comic stylings of Larry the Cable Guy.
Who is, I think, out of a job, not because he's not a comedian anymore, but I don't think we have cable guys anymore.
I mean, that's the real tragedy. There's cable guys, but there's less of them. This is the thing about him, is it's so much more remote work now to be Larry the Cable Guy.
True. Does he have to be Larry the bell technician nowadays? I know, I'm really sorry.
Now, Dawson, here's my question for you.
Yes.
Do you think Larry, the Cable Guy,
The cable guy
has a podcast? Because he
has
seems
to.
like the type of guy who would.
He has to.
I'm looking into it right now.
So because he was a part of a famous comedy troupe called the Blue Collar Comedy Gang. I don't even remember. But like they're all really big names, and I feel like at least one of them, if not all of them, have a podcast together. That's just the natural way of things.
I think, and this is going to sound insane, you're never going to believe what I'm about to say to you. Dawson, I just make sure that you have a second pair of socks nearby because I'm about to blow yours off. Larry the Cable Guy has a podcast
Okay.
called Talkin' Truth that he co-hosts with conservative pastor Brian Clark.
Oh, that's
They have joined forces, finally. A thing I've been tweeting about for
been
years.
waiting.
They have
Been
joined
waiting.
forces to talk about the truths of the Bible and add a little encouragement to your day.
okay. That does sound more positive than I thought it was going to be.
I really am now looking at this, and the episodes are short, which I mean, as you can tell by the run times of these podcasts, I'm a fan of a crisp, quick listen. They're like 20 minutes. Like the most I can see here is a 30-minute episode.
Oh, went overboard, guys.
Like a little self-indulgent there. I know
What's
you're
the name?
talking truth, but there's only so much truth we can handle.
Oh man, wouldn't it be crazy if Talking Truth won the Golden Globe for podcasts?
Oh, what a great world that would be. And here's actually, I think, the most interesting thing about Talkin' Truth that I actually will think will surprise you. So a third pair of socks is necessary.
You're framing the conversation like it's a thumbnail.
He is billed on this podcast as Dan Whitney.
Yeah, his real name.
His real name. It is Dan Whitney, in brackets,
Oh, okay.
Larry the Cable Guy.
Really?
He
I
knows that you're not going to necessarily know Dan Whitney off the top of your head.
I don't think you could ever step away from that. It's like Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I think you have to be connected with that little parentheses your whole life.
Of course. It's one of those things. Like, it's such a good name, and I don't think you would want to go away from it because it's so much success has come with it.
He was billed on Cars as Larry the Cable Guy.
He was. We should also note this isn't, explicitly a podcast, but in the world of audio, he does have a Sirius XM channel with Jeff Foxworthy.
That's the person I thought it would be.
Jeff and Larry's Comedy Roundup.
They
host their own weekly shows and curate stand-up specials from the best in America. So
that's who I thought it was going to be paired with. Is Jeff Foxworthy of Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader fame?
An important question we all must answer at some point.
And I think the answer is yes nowadays, but I don't know.
Do you think you're smarter than a fifth grader?
I think the value of a fifth grader has decreased.
It's shrinkflation with fifth graders?
I think so. I mean, now I'm not in the education system, and there's lots of smart kids. But every adult who's in the education system says the kids are struggling right now. And so I could outdo a struggling child, I'd like to presume.
So I just want to...
all the best of the best, maybe not.
If anyone wants a takeaway from this episode, Dawson is saying that Parents just need to try harder, and kids
Yeah.
are now stupid.
Get better and do better and learn more.
So to wrap up this episode, to challenge your theory, Dawson, I'm going to ask you some questions to see if you
Okay.
are in fact
Okay.
smarter than a fifth grader.
Okay.
Roll the theme song. We can't afford it.
Okay.
What is the main ingredient in guacamole?
Avocado.
Correct. Also, just a quick credit to BuzzFeed.com for providing me with these questions.
Oh, thank you, BuzzFeed.
Not sponsored.
No.
What type of tree do acorns come from? Dawson Fleming, are you smarter than a fifth grader?
Pine tree.
Incorrect. Oak tree.
Oh, I'm the worst. I'm the worst. I'm the worst.
That was a
I'm the
real
worst.
fourth grade answer from you.
Okay.
True or false? Crawfish are fish.
False.
I mean, that is correct. Although I feel like you got that because, like, the question, it's not gonna say.
Yeah.
They're crustaceans, so you know, like lobsters.
Yeah, and crab.
What is the two-letter abbreviation for the word doctor?
DC. DR. I'm silly.
Oh my god.
MD.
No, it is DR. Oh my gosh, stop
Is it
panicking.
DR?
It's DR.
Okay. I
It
was
stands
scared.
for
You scared
both.
me.
It stands for both Dominican Republic and doctors.
Okay, you scared the heck out of me, man.
What is the U.S. Naval Academy is located in what city? Every fifth grader across the world knows this.
Wait, so hold on. So, may you repeat the questions, please, sir?
Yes, the U.S. Naval Academy, a thing we all know,
Yeah, all of us.
is located in what city?
Naval Academy. Coast cities. Why do I want to say Baltimore? It's not Baltimore.
Imagine if you got it right. No, it's Annapolis, MD. I'm not sure what state that is.
Annapolis.
And finally, Dawson, one question for you to determine once and for all. Are you smarter than a fifth grader?
Yes.
Who wrote that famous play, Romeo and Juliet?
Charles Mingus. Shakespeare.
Unfortunately, you are incorrect. ChatGPT actually wrote Romeo and Juliet, and they sent it back in time. That's just a true
really?
fact. Yeah, thank you so much for listening to Home Fries, your source for true information. I'm Sam.
I'm Dawson.
And remember, Dawson would be a better dad than you.
Probably.
Our most controversial episode.
I just don't think they're trying hard enough.
Oh my gosh, don't double down.